I really want people to pay attention because wireless headphones and AirPods, they are everywhere. And I'm assuming a lot of you watching right now have them. The question is, might they pose a health risk? A group of 250 scientists and experts have all signed a petition expressing serious concern that these types of earbuds or headphones pose a cancer risk. Question is, should you be worried or not? Joining us via Skype to discuss is Dr. Ankur Parikh, Medical Director of Precision Medicine at Cancer Treatment Centers of America. And Dr. Parikh, obviously technology, it's moving at the speed of light. It's hard to keep track of whether or not it's safe, not safe. You as an individual, what are your thoughts and or concerns?
Basically, I don't really think there's a cancer risk per se right now. I think a lot of the data that's out there is very mixed. And really, we need to figure out how best to interpret all of this. But the amount of radiation that comes out isn't something that's going to potentially cause long-term damage as far as we know in terms of cancer risk. Honestly, by having your cell phone to your ear, you're going to potentially have more radiation to your head area than you will with wireless headphones. But with children, their hearing is still developing. Their nervous system is still developing. So when you put these wireless headphones in their ear, we don't know what the long-term side effects and consequences of the radiation 10, 20, 30 years from now is going to lead them to.
And so what I worry about as a mom is that my kids want these. The AirPods,
Right.
they've sold 28 million of these in 2016, and all the kids are wearing them. And we just don't really know over time that kind of exposure. By the time in 20 or 30 years these children are developing some sort of neurologic tumors or ear tumors, I really feel like it's too late. So
no, and I agree with you. And I have 3 children myself, and I worry about their iPad time and headphones with themselves. So I think the best thing that we could do is just be mindful that we really don't have these answers yet.
But it's like all things in life, also dose response, correct? Meaning, since there's no identified risk yet, and there are a lot of questions, but these things are ubiquitous. If you put them in to make a phone call, okay. If you're listening to some music while you're working out, okay. But I actually see a lot of people now, they're just in.
All the time. Yeah.
All day long.
Hours.
I bet people
Yeah.
sleep with them in because
Yeah.
you can forget that they're there. Before I let you go, is it really one of those, okay, just be aware when they're in your ears so that you're not walking around 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, because God forbid 20 years from now we realize that there was an impact. You can't go back and change the last 20 years if that's all you did was have them in your ears at all time. Is it fair to say just be mindful?
No, that's a great point. Just be mindful, when you're not calling someone, not listening to music, just take the headphones out of your ear. Don't give yourself that extra chance or that extra risk to develop some kind of problem down the road. So I think everything in moderation.
And do you think it's safe to say, Dr. Parikh, for those of us who are parents with small children, if they really need to use headphones for something, to keep it wired until we have more data and more research to really see how this plays out?
Yeah, and from a personal perspective as being a father of 3, I absolutely would.
Doc, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And this is why I love our show, because these are the kinds of questions that we don't always think about. And then they come up on our show, and then every single one of us, all our producers, everyone's thinking, well, wait a minute, that's right. We don't have any data on these things, so let's just be mindful. And what we've learned in medicine, if nothing else, that it's boring, but moderation in most things, you'll always be okay. And if there's ever a question, as long as you moderate, for the most part, something like this, just be mindful. I love your point about kids. I think that's so well put. Young kids, just use the wired headphones if you're not sure. Are you using the wireless?
No, I don't, just because I'm cheap and I haven't bought them yet. But
they are nice.
They
are nice. And I'm going to continue to use mine when I need to. But
yeah,
hey.
But like you said, in moderation. If I were to acquire a pair, I'd probably use it for an hour while I work out or something like that. But I do see them on long distance flights with people just having them in.
It might be time for the show to get Dr. Batra a little gift. Because
I could trade you this.